Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sasha. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. And go ahead and like this video. This is just a quick, also disclaimer, this video is so poorly made. I don't have a good setup to like do hair videos or anything or makeup videos really, because my light is so far back from so I can't see it close to the mirror. So a lot of it is just I'm going to tell you the steps, and then I'll come back and you'll see what the final looks like after that step, if that makes sense. Oh, and I'm so tired. Anywho, so this is the final look. This is a synthetic wig that I bought at a local beauty supply store. I will get the box or like the kind of wig that it is and link it below. But I just wanted something for New Year's that's quick. I'll probably end up cutting it into a bob, and I can show you guys how I cut it into a bob. I'll probably do a video like that or something, like a final New Year look. And but yeah, I just wanted something simple that would last a week or so. So this is the final look. And the lace, it's a synthetic wig, so obviously it's not gonna look as awesome as a human hair wig, but I just didn't want to spend the money on it. And also, like I said, it's about to be New Year's in less than a week, so I really don't have time for the other hair to come, even if I did purchase something. So if you want to see how I get this look on a synthetic, yes, synthetic, go ahead and keep watching. All right, so the first thing that I do is I take my wig cap and I put it on, and I don't cut holes in the ears yet. So I just spray it with the Got To Be Glued freeze spray, and I just spray it all in my hairline, and then I also spray it a little bit above my hairline, because when I start cutting, I would rather have peel up than not have peel up and cut, rather than not have enough, I guess, if that makes sense. And now I'm going to actually take a little slot, pull my ears through, and I should have cut it all the way off. I think I typically do that, but I didn't. So that I can freeze spray that section and it'll lay down. You'll see that it didn't lay down and that's the reason why, is because I didn't cut it off all the way. But that is typically how I do that. And then I'll go and turn my blow dryer on the high heat setting, but then I'll press cool, so it's kind of like a warm setting, and I will do that until the wig, or not the wig, the spray, I can't talk, until the cap is pretty much dry. Sometimes I let it air dry for quite a bit, but I was in a super rush today, so I'm just kind of blow drying it and doing that. And I'm not sure exactly how long I blow dried it for, maybe 5 to 10 minutes at the most. It dries fairly quickly, but at some point soon, I'm actually going to spray a little bit more, there it is, on the sides to make sure that lays down. Again, like I said, I didn't cut it all the way off on the ears, which I should have, so it didn't actually lay the way I wanted to, but it's fine. It still came out decent enough. So like I said, I'm just after I cut my ears, I respray and then I continue to blow dry. And now I'm just taking my sponge and dipping it into a powder foundation so that the hairline, so it blends in with my skin tone. And I just do that. I'm doing that while it dries. I don't usually do that, but like I said, I was in a pretty big rush today, so that's what I did. And I just do that. I'm especially focusing on the center because I knew I was going to have a center part. So I'm just doing that while it blow dries. And then at this point, I took a brush because I realized with that, I don't know if it was that particular powder foundation, but it wasn't coming off as much as I want. Like the color wasn't as pigmented as I wanted, so I just used a little foundation brush. Now I'm getting ready to cut the, it's not lace, what is it called? The stocking cap, but I actually didn't do it on camera. You'll see why. I had to do it off camera, but I'll typically start with a slit down the center and then I'll work from side to side. So I started on the one side and well, I'm still struggling with the middle because like I said, I was trying to use a compact mirror and cut with one hand. That was not working. So, and this is what I mean by peeling up. You can peel it up to your hairline as opposed to it not being glued down enough there. And that's the way I like to work on that. Sometimes I'll use a razor and then sometimes I'll just use scissors. Here I'm starting to go on the sides again, struggling trying to use a compact mirror / trying to look up at the mirror. It's just too far away for this. And I cut way too far back. I peeled way up to my hairline. And then I looked at it, I'm like, no, this is not gonna work. So I actually went to the mirror. I stopped doing it on camera because I was just like, I'm just gonna mess that entire thing up if I try to keep looking in the mirror. So anyway, I just cut it off. And now I just have the wig on. And I'm just sizing it up. I didn't tweeze it too much. I explain it later at the end of the video why I don't tweeze synthetic hair too much. But like I said, I'm just sizing it up, seeing how it looks on. Do I need to adjust the straps? This wig actually is pretty snug. Like it fit really nice on my head. I didn't have to adjust the straps at all. It had that perfect fit. And I'm just brushing it out because, like I said, synthetic hair tangles very easily. The more you manipulate it, the more it starts to look really bad. So now I'm going to start in with glue. Today I'm just using a Got2b glue, the white or the yellow kind, or that comes in the yellow packaging instead of regular glue. For regular wigs, like human hair wigs, I will use, I think I have Ghost Spawn right now or Bold Hold, one of those glues. But to like for this synthetic one, I just went ahead and used the Got2b glued, which is fine for human ones too, actually. And I'm just blow drying it a little bit again on the high heat, but pressing cool, so it's like a warm-ish type deal. And I'm just doing that to make it dry a little bit faster, to get it tacky. I just did one layer. I didn't do 2 layers, but I'll show you what I did next, which I think really helped. It helped the wig really, really stick down. Again, I'm just blow drying. I'm kind of feeling to see if it's tacky yet. And now I'm going to be taking my freeze spray on top of that who I don't know who I saw this do this too. I don't know who I saw do this, but it is a really good trick to do, or like a tip to do. I don't know what it is about that freeze spray on top of that got to be glued, but it definitely, and I'm not even like waiting for it to dry, because like I said, I was in a super rush, but most of the time you should let it get super where you can't even see any of the glue. Mine was still damn near white when I was starting to lay it. Here I'm starting to lay it, and I'm just gently pressing it with the comb, or like the end of the edge brush that I use, and I'm still blow drying it with that same heat setting that I had been on. And I'm just gonna blow dry it until there's I can't really see any residue. Typically I wait till there's no residue. Today it just was not my day, so there was a little bit of residue left, but it eventually went away. And if you even put water on it, it should go away. But I'm just pressing and then making sure that it's tight and blow drying it until it's all ready and it's all sealed up and the adhesive works the way that I wanted it to work. So finally it's done, and I actually slit the lace down the middle and I'm ready to cut. Again, I didn't want another one of those stocking cap incidents where I cut too far back, so I start to try to attempt to cut on camera, but I didn't. But anyway, I just take a razor and just kind of, or like a, what do you call it, eyebrow shaver, and just cut the lace on both sides, and then I cut around the ears too. The ears are very important. And now I'm just taking some alcohol and getting up all the extra residue that may have been left behind. This, to me, I don't know why, but this part I really struggle with when I apply wigs, is making sure all the residue is clear for my baby hairs. Then I'm just going back through with the glue, and anywhere that may have been sticking up, I'm putting the glue back down. And I also didn't go back through with like a wrap around and air dry like I would with the human hair. So I just did that, and I did my baby hairs, and that's it. Alright, so again, I so apologize for how poorly put together this video is. I didn't even do the baby hairs on camera because they were taking such an obsessively long time. But on a side note, this is how the baby hairs turned out. And like I said, the lace on this isn't like the best lace or anything. It's really hard to tweeze synthetic hair because as you're tweezing it, you have to, so like as you're tweezing it, it kind of tangles, and I'm sure you have experience with synthetic hair, but it doesn't stay as soft as long. Anytime you manipulate it any little bit, it loses some of its softness. So it was just really, I didn't want to tweeze it too much. I didn't want to mess with it too much. So I literally just did this one, and then some sideburns. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you learned a new trick or something like that. I would definitely try to do a different kind of setup so you can see a better detailed version. But these are like the basic steps that I do as far as getting a lace melted. But anyway, I hope I see you guys in the next video. I would definitely be letting you know when it's uploaded. Just hit the subscribe button and you will be notified. And I will see you guys later. Bye.